little update on a well-known corporatist, Pharma bro Martin Shkreli. So check this out. Federal Trade Commission, New York Attorney General seek lifetime ban for Pharma bro Martin Shkreli for illegally monopolizing a drug. So the Federal Trade Commission and New York's Attorney General sued incarcerated Pharma bro Martin Shkreli and his company, Viera Pharmaceuticals, for allegedly illegally monopolizing the anti-parasite medication Diapram. The lawsuit comes almost 5 years after Shkreli gained widespread infamy by purchasing the rights to sell Diapram and increasing its price by more than 5,000%. We all remember when that happened. Shkreli is currently serving a 7-year prison sentence for financial crimes. So I don't know. How about they I have an idea. They should just buy Martin Shkreli's prison sentence and then make it 5,000 times the amount. That's what they should do. They'd be like, you know what? Instead of suing you, we did this thing where we bought your prison sentence and then we amplified it by 5,000 times. So what Martin Shkreli did is nothing short of evil. And it's, of course, good that he got caught for this. But the problem is, Martin Shkreli, they're saying they want to ban his company, which, of course, they should, abso-freaking-lutely. The problem is, here's the case with Martin Shkreli. Martin Shkreli is the guy who pushed the envelope too far. In other words, Big Pharma does this stuff all the time, and it's legal. And very little is done to stop it. Martin Shkreli just really took it to an extreme, and he had to take the fault because of it, which, of course, that's good. Of course, he deserves to be in jail. As far as I'm concerned, that guy deserves to be in jail for the rest of his life. But let's not for 1 second get confused and think that, well, now that they caught Martin Shkreli, we're fine. The pharmaceutical industry's fine. No, they do stuff like what Martin Shkreli did on a daily basis. And not only is it legal in many cases, it's celebrated through a process called evergreen, which is a process that people specialize in. They'll change little things about a drug, like the color of a pill or something, and then they're able to renew the patent to stop generics from entering the market so they can price gouge and monopolize the price on a drug. And it might be a drug that someone needs to live. So this is what Big Pharma does. And when bills are introduced, Bernie Sanders had a bill that would have helped us get cheaper drugs from Canada. Cory Booker stabbed in the back because of the Big Pharma money he was taking at the time. There's another bill out there where the government would start making generic drugs, and Bernie Sanders is working on that along with Elizabeth Warren, actually. And that's facing a lot of resistance from Big Pharma and their donor class. And, I do firmly believe that there is a line between good and evil. Is there a ton of gray area in our world? Of course there is. Do all of us make mistakes at times? Of course we do. And none of us are perfect. But you reach a point in the sand where there is good and evil. I truly believe that. I truly believe, even a lot of psychological research that's out there, that they will acknowledge that at times you have someone who is just an evil, psychopathic criminal. Eventually, there is that line where it's like, no, this person's not suffering. They're just evil. They're just a criminal. And when you look at Big Pharma and what it's doing, it crosses that line. Martin Shkreli is evil. I don't think that's an embellishment. I don't think that's unfair. I think that's an accurate assertion. The guy is evil. And he participates in an industry where that type of behavior is smiled upon. So, they shouldn't be saying, let's ban Martin Shkreli's company. We're fighting for that. Of course, that should be a no-brainer. That guy should not be allowed anywhere near. I think he shouldn't be let out of jail for the rest of his life, but he should not be anywhere close to being able to operate in this corrupt industry, since he has taken it to an astronomical level of corruption. But the conversation shouldn't just be, well, let's stop his company. The conversation should be, let's stop the types of laws that allow this to happen. Let's come up with new policy where something like this can't happen, because it can't happen in a lot of other countries. In a lot of other countries, this sort of thing cannot happen. What Big Pharma gets away with in the United States does not happen in other countries. So, Martin Shkreli update for you. All right.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make it our own. Get your